Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Abbie. My goodness. You say, wow, I saw a video of you discussing the highest score you've ever seen. I'm an Iranian student, and I moved to Poland when I was 23, so English was never my primary language. I scored 110 in 2009, and just recently, 118 out of 120. So you can now claim you have seen that too. Yes. This is the highest score, I can say at YouTube now, this is the highest score that I have ever seen that someone has sent me. So congratulations, Abbie. Now, if you can do me a favor, I mean, you're probably too busy, but I want to take this as a learning moment. So my question for you is, how did you get such a high score? So if you have some free time, you could do a video, or you can just write down some of the responses to the following questions. So my first question for you is, what type of English background did you have before you moved to Poland when you were 23? For example, when you were in Iran, did you use English for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years? Did you study English in elementary, maybe high school, and so on? You know, what was your background? What did you do? Did you read magazines in your free time? Did you like watching TV? Did you try to talk with native speakers when you were a teenager? Exactly what did you do and how did you use English? So to me, that's very important because it can help other students understand a little bit more about how they can prepare if they have a lot of time. What are some things they can do when they're younger to help prepare them to get a really good score? Right? So that's one of my questions. My next question is your motivation. I mean, even in 2009, when you scored 110, that is a very, very good score. What motivated you to get a high score? And eventually you got 118, right? Which is almost perfect. So what was your motivation? Why did you need to take the TOEFL? For example, did you want to get into a university? Do you have aspirations of being a doctor or something along those lines? Because a lot of students are happy if they get 85 or 90 or even 100. But you got 110 and then 118. Your score is more than high enough for pretty much any requirement here in the United States. So that's my next question, is your motivation. So what motivated you to get such a high score? Now, my third question is, what types of things did you do leading up to your 110? For example, before you scored 110, I'm guessing that you have been, or you had been using English for many years before you took the TOEFL in 2009, right? But right before you took the TOEFL, did you study did you use a TOEFL book? Did you go to an intensive English program? Did you study TOEFL online? If so, how long? So what kinds of things did you do right before you took the TOEFL IBT exam? Did you go to the TOEFL.org website? Did you take a practice test there? Did you take practice tests from other websites? So I'm interested in what you did right before, maybe the 2 or 3 months leading up to your 110. What did you do to prepare? Now, my final question is this. Between 2009 and 2014, what kinds of things did you do between those TOEFL scores? For example, did you go to the university? Did you do graduate study? You've been living in Poland? Did you move to the United States or something? So what type of English have you been using between 2009 and then 2014? And then again, maybe one last question, I apologize, is before getting the 118, did you take a TOEFL course? Did you consult a tutor? Or did you study online or something right before you got the 118? What kinds of study did you do before you got the score? All right, so those are just a few questions. If you don't have time to answer these, don't worry about it. If you do, I will post these things online, and I will probably post your suggestions in my online TOEFL course. I do have an online TOEFL course called the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. Of course, you don't need it, but I think that your answers to my questions can be very useful to students who are preparing for the TOEFL exam right now. All right, anyway, Abbie, again, congratulations on a very high score of 118, and good luck to you. Whatever you want to do in life, I'm sure you will be successful. You seem to be a very nice, polite person, and keep up the good work. And again, thank you for making a comment at my website.